if you think about what universities do, we create knowledge. We enable students to think and come up with inventions. However, taking the idea to market is just as challenging sometimes as coming up with the idea itself. So what innovation and entrepreneurship curriculum does for you is it gives you the principles of how to run a successful business. How do you take the idea and bring it to market? What is the science behind business? One of the things that's been exciting in the last year and a half, and that's part of the reason why I'm part of this initiative as well, is that the people in Clark School of Engineering and the Smith School of Business and journalism and media and fine arts and humanities, all of us are now talking about what is it that we can do to come together and create some innovative programs that really satisfy the needs of our students. So as a student, I think that there are a lot of exciting things that you can expect that are coming on board. So already, for instance, we have a lot of living and learning opportunities. We've got Dingman Jumpstart. All across the university, you have these pockets that you can take. There's a technology entrepreneurship minor. But what's even more exciting for me are some of the initiatives that hopefully should be coming on board in the next year or two. So last year, in my role as the academic director of the Dingman Center, I have been conversing with many deans and directors across all of the different colleges because of the demand, the pent-up demand, if you will, for an innovation and entrepreneurship campus-wide minor. And so in all of these conversations, it's very clear that the students want it. For sure, the alumni want it. They are looking at the Smith School and in fact for the University of Maryland itself, as what are we doing to educate the future business leaders, the future entrepreneurs, the future innovators. And so one of the nice things about this is you almost have an alignment of interest from alumni to businesses to wannabe entrepreneurs to the angel investors. And of course, Maryland, University of Maryland, being in the greater DC area, you've got all kinds of opportunities to really link up to the broader community. And that's what's so exciting. Yes, so research on innovation and entrepreneurship is not about so much as being the entrepreneur yourself or being the innovator itself, as much as stepping back and, if you will, be the GPS for the individual entrepreneur and the innovator. Because what research allows you to do is really take examples from anecdotes, individual people who are living in it, and also use secondary data. So for instance, I use a lot of data from the census, from the NSF, where you've got lots and lots of these experiments on innovation and entrepreneurship coming up. So what research allows you to do is synthesize. What are some best practices? What are some principles that work? How do you learn from failure? How do you create the entrepreneurial team? There's a science, as I said before, to taking the business, taking the idea to market. And what research in innovation and entrepreneurship does is really go after that science.